conscious mind chatting while your unconscious rewrote reality at speeds that made light look lazy. Normal human reaction time is measured in milliseconds. Yours? Sometimes you responded to stimuli before they could detect that you'd perceived it. Not faster reaction, pre-action. Your brain was processing potential futures and selecting responses before the present had finished happening. They'd show you an image for a microsecond, too fast for conscious perception. And you'd not only identify it, but provide a detailed analysis of its composition, symbolic meaning, and the psychological profile of whoever selected it for the test. Multitasking tests were where things got surreal. Average humans can truly focus on maybe one or two things simultaneously before performance degrades. They had you solving different complex problems on multiple screens while carrying on 3 separate conversations and composing a piece of music. Your performance didn't degrade, it improved. As if each additional task gave your brain more data points to create connections between. You weren't dividing your attention, you were multiplying it. You hadn't cheated, you transcended the concept of sequential thinking entirely. Here's where their comfortable scientific detachment shattered completely. Your emotional processing doesn't follow any model they've ever seen. While normal brains process emotions in waves, stimulus, reaction, regulation, integration, yours operates on an entirely different principle. You experience emotions in superposition, feeling every possible emotional response simultaneously, and then collapsing into the one that serves your purpose. They watched you literally choose your emotional state, like selecting a tool from a toolbox. The psychologists were fascinated at first, then disturbed, then genuinely frightened, because you didn't just control your emotions, you processed other people's emotions as additional data streams. The researchers suppressed anxiety, the janitors hidden joy, the administrators crushing doubt. You felt them all, processed them all, and somehow remained centered in your own emotional reality. It wasn't empathy as they understood it. It was emotional omniscience contained within a single nervous system. They documented what they called emotional alchemy. Your ability to transmute any emotional input into any other emotional output. Grief into rocket fuel, rage into surgical precision, fear into crystalline clarity. But not through suppression or denial, through genuine transformation at the neurochemical level. Your brain would literally change its own chemical composition to produce whatever emotional state was most advantageous. The psychiatrists kept muttering about how this violated everything they knew about neurotransmitter function. The most unsettling part, you could induce emotional states in others through proximity alone. Not manipulation, not suggestion. Direct neurological induction. When you felt calm, truly calm, everyone in the room would find their heart rates decreasing. When you focused your joy, people around you would start smiling without knowing why. They measured